My name is Silvia Kotulicova. I work for SAIA, that is National Mobility Funding Agency, and today with Zuzana Reptova, who is MSCA NCP for Slovakia. We will present you Slovakia as an attractive research destination for you as potential MSCA fellows. So just few facts from the very beginning. We are in very heart of Europe. We are a small country, just around 5 million of inhabitants. And we are relatively a young country. We were established in 1993 after the split of Czechoslovakia. We are a member of European Union. Our currency is euro and official language is Slovak. Of course, Slovakia is also a member of various international organizations, groupings, and programs, including Horizon Europe. As for the research and innovation landscape, so I would like to present you with few facts or few figures. So most of the R&D organization belong to the business enterprise sector, and the rest of our research and innovation landscape consists of government, higher education, and private non-profit sector. Higher education sector consists of 38 higher education institutions, public, state, and private, with 18 multidisciplinary universities that carry out top-notch research. As for the government sector consists of Slovak Academy of Sciences with 41 research institutes, again, carrying out cutting-edge research, and other research institutes like state departmental research institutes and state non-departmental institutes. So more details are available at our national EURAXESS portal. When it comes to personnel, so the majority of R&D personnel are employed in the higher education sector, as you can see, and then private sector. And as for the fields of science, so most people work in technological sciences, the natural sciences, and social sciences. So all these details are available, as I already mentioned, at our national EURAXESS portal. And now, at that moment, I would like to give the floor to the national NCP, Zuzana Reptova, who will present you with the expressions of interest and all the organizations that are very interested to welcome you as potential MSCA fellows. So, Zuzana, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. And let me start by telling you that if you choose Slovakia as a host institute, you will also get access to 2 additional opportunities, basically for gaining funding with the same project application. Why am I saying this? Is that from past experience, we know that the project, in order to succeed in MSCA competition, needs to score at around 85% or higher, depending on the panel in which it is competing. And we also know that the MSCA scheme is getting more competitive each year. So if your project scores really well, but it does not score above this 95 or 97%, and you were applying to Slovakia, you will be automatically considered for funding under 2 related schemes. No effort needed on your side. The same project will be used for evaluation in these schemes. So first of them is a so-called ERA Fellowship, the European Research Area Fellowship, which, as I mentioned, requires no effort from your side. Your MSCA application will be taken into account for both the MSCA and this ERA Fellowship at the same time, actually. This is because Slovakia is part of so-called widening countries, which is an activity under Horizon Europe framework, but different from the MSCA activity itself. There is no difference in these 2 budgets and the way they can be used for your MSCA project. The only difference is the name of the fellowship itself. So that is a pretty unique opportunity to multiply your chances. Secondly, there is one more support scheme offering finance to projects that gain the seal of excellence. That means to projects that scored above 85%, but that did not manage to get finance either at the European level with MSCA or the European level with the ERA Fellowship for widening countries. In this case, Slovak government foresees to open next year a national scheme to finance these kind of projects for those researchers intending to come to Slovak institutions. Next slide, please. This initiative of today, first of all, I want to very much thank the organizers for the chance to speak here, because it really received a warm feedback by the Slovak institutions. We've just sent a short question about interest and received as many as 31 various hosting offers, which will be shared with you shortly after this workshop. So what I'm going to give you now is just an appetizer from what is out there and what is available. Let me start from what all our hosting offers do have in common. All of these institutions that will be presented in the file that you'll receive after today's workshop are institutions that have experience with international hosting, and many of them also have specific experience with different types of Marie Curie actions. If you are applying to any of these institutions, or if you're applying for MSCA fellowship through any of these institutions, you may always turn to the Slovak National Contact Point for advice, for consultation, or for project proofreading during your preparation and before submitting your proposal. The only condition is that you do so together with your future host institution. If you win a fellowship, then you may turn to the NCP here to how to navigate the post-award procedures and all that is necessary towards signing the grant agreement and then throughout the grant implementation and reporting. You may also turn to EURAXESS Slovakia for help with practicalities of your relocation to our little big country. Now the next 3 slides may give you a taste of what is out there in terms of potential hosts. Right now we're looking at a slide where the thematic focus areas of some of the advertised positions revolves around the study of materials, techniques, and civil engineering, broadly understood. Let me first invite you to read by yourself through the research fields and to look for the topical areas of your interest maybe. Just to briefly go through the offers, these offers include the major players in the R&E field, like the 2 Slovak universities of technology in the capital, Bratislava, and the Technical University in Košice, both of which are offering hosting in civil engineering. There are also more hosting offers open in the same unit in Bratislava, such as the Slovak University of Technology's Electronics and Photonics Department, or a position in nuclear material science. If there's more positions within the same little department itself or within the same lab, then they are marked as ABC here in the list. That means those are 2 different or 3 different hosting positions themselves. Our oldest university, the Comenius University, also located in the capital, is looking for a fellow interested in synthesis of chiral compounds. Then we have a couple of research centers located around the country. Some of them with well-internationalized research centers, such as the Fan Glass Center at the Alexander Dubček University in Trenčín, which focuses on particular research of functional and surface functionalized glass, or as the Department of Pavol Jozef Šafárik University in the 2nd biggest city in Slovakia, specialized in physical chemistry. Most of these offers are hosted by public universities. The only non-university in this list is the Slovak Academy of Sciences, which my colleague Silvia has already mentioned before. Slovak Academy of Sciences has currently 2 hosting offers in this area, and that is the study of materials with high degree of structural disorder, and then in the Department of Geotechnics. Once again, all the details of each hosting offer can be found in the document that will be shared with you briefly after today's meeting. Let me jump to another appetizer in the field of broadly understood intelligent technology, applied informatics, and robotics. Briefly about the hosts here, as I can take the luxury, as we only have 3 in these fields, to tell at least a sentence about each. The Kempelen Institute of Intelligent Technologies in Bratislava is a research laboratory which brings together experts in artificial intelligence and other areas of computer science. This lab is currently looking to host fellows in 3 fields, including deep learning for natural language processing, web and user data processing, but also data analytics for green energy. Yeah, the next one, University of Žilina, has 11 fields of research open for hosting an MSCA fellow. All of them are in the area of management science and informatics. This university grew its interest in informatics actually from its historical focus on transport and communications. So this influences most of the research lines presented here. The Slovak University of Technology has then a couple of hosting offers in applied informatics and robotics, including the Automotive Innovation Lab. And at the moment, car production represents really a large share of Slovak GDP, therefore much attention is paid to related R&D activities. My last slide, please. And on this one last slide, no, the one before that, thank you very much. And on this one last slide from me, this is a rather wild compilation to illustrate the diversity of offers, ranging from molecular biology at our oldest university through researching neuroinfections at a specialized one faculty, University of Veterinary Medicine, a couple of offers at the Slovak Academy of Sciences, where there is a place for those interested in neuroimmunology research or those interested in experimental psychology and suspect beliefs. From a rather different angle, the Machiavelli University, a member of EMERGE, European Alliance of Universities, offers to host fellows in several areas of Romance studies, among others. And once again, I would like to draw your attention to the compilation of hosting offers, where you will find information about each host institution, what they offer, what they would welcome, and the contact person, either the potential supervisor, him or herself, or someone who can help you identify the best supervisor in your field of research. And as I mentioned, this will be shared to you by the organizers after this webinar, and I'm happy to yield the floor back to Silvia.
Thank you. And I will just like to draw your attention also to EURAXESS Jobs and Funding database, where there are currently 13 more positions for postdocs in Slovakia, funded from different resources, not only from Marie Skłodowska-Curie actions. And once you receive postdoc position in Slovakia, we would be very happy to help you with assistance and support with your relocation before your arrival and after your arrival. And EURAXESS in Slovakia provides personal assistance on visa, residence permit, social security, but also daily life issues like finding doctor and so on, so on, so on. We also organize a lot of webinars, workshop, career development training, and social integration events. So you are most welcome to contact us, to approach us directly with any question you may have. All this information is available at the National EURAXESS portal. And also, I would like to draw your attention to user-friendly, clickable navigation app for visa and residence permit, which is very helpful when finding procedures for your administrative duties before arrival, also after arrival into Slovakia.